In a time long lost and a realm far away, adventure waits for you in the Storymaster's tales. You have entered an alternative 18th century world full of magic, monsters, and mystery. A grim world that is both dangerous and dark, where the stories of folklore are terrifyingly real. Life is hard, but those with courage and a thirst to find knowledge, wealth, and power can do so by risking themselves on perilous quests found around this kingdom. You have arrived at the Wizard's Tower, a magnificent place of learning where you find yourself in front of one of the professors. This one is both wise and learned, so you had better listen to his guidance carefully, as your life will undoubtedly depend upon it.
Gibbs! He's never around when you want him, is he? Hello there! Hi, how are you doing? Hello!
Hello.
You're all
Nice
so
to see
well. Are we all okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
Such
Better
lovely
than ever.
your faces, I believe, which is marvelous to see. Now, there is something that we need to discuss. Maybe you could report what you've been up to for a start, and what you may have found out in the meantime.
What we've been up to, the dungeon, we got all right.
Yes, good, okay. I tell you what, I'm just going to try and get Gibbs, because I need him to get you something. Gibbs! Can you go and get Starmore? Go and wake him up, get him out of the bath, get him dressed, and if you don't... Yes, I know. Yes, it's very nice to see them, I know. But if you could go and do that, it'd be marvelous, thank you. Yes, now.
Goodbye, Gibbs.
Bye, kids.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's okay.
That's true. We did recover Starmore and send him back to you.
We
But
did.
you know that already.
He has been looked after rather well, I think, for the last, how long has he been? Two weeks now? But he is a little forgetful. He does, well, I mean, you could ask him if you wish, because he has something of a request to ask you. Several things that he wants to well, I'll let him tell you himself. How is that?
Very good.
Good, Professor.
Oh, hello, my friends.
Oh, hello, you're still wearing the elven cloak.
Well, yes, it saved my life. I have very much an attachment to it now.
I hope not a physical one. I mean, I might be able to make up a salve to ease it off you if it has become attached to your skin.
Well, not literally. I have.
No, he's just attached to it. He just likes it. Yeah.
That's fine. It's just strange things happen.
Well,
That's true.
you do not have to tell me that, my dear, because obviously I have been, well, manipulated and, well, to be honestly, astrally violated, which was a traumatic experience for me. Jackdaw, you do know why I was down there, don't you?
Yes, you were exploring and looking for the enchanters.
Indeed, yes. Well, we will come to that. Now, there are many places and ways to get into Drago Deep Dungeon. The way I found, well, that's right, you found your own way in through your...
Yeah, it was a well or something in the woods.
You found it through a well, but there is a well, that is how you escaped, indeed. But there are other ways, such as, I believe, in the...
The Merry Pig.
The Merry Pig, that is right, yes. Yes. But, oh yes, of course, the cave. There is a cave down by the seafront. I believe some people use it for smuggling, but of course, I'm not inclined to do such thing myself. But what they might not know is that when the tide is absolutely right and the moon is white in the sky, there is a hole that you can access a shaft of light that directs you deeper into the dungeon. Now this I crawled through, well, how many weeks ago was it? Or months, I forget the time.
Months.
It was
7 months or so.
Oh, yes. Well, I climbed through and it opened up into a giant chamber. Now in this chamber there were dwellings, and dwellings not of human type or build.
Mm. And
They
this was where this was in the coast, by the coast.
Well, in the cavern which leads into Drago Deep Dungeon, and then, yes, deeper, further, I'm sure, but I did not get that far. I wrote down some strange markings that I saw, which I did not recognize. Something in a language that was beyond my research. It was in my new journal, and then I find you waking me up.
Oh. So have you still got the journal, Starmore? No, it's been beyond.
Obviously not. No, and my wand and a few other things that I took to protect me were all stripped bare from my body. Now, I wish, if you want, to try and find these items. I believe the tower will pay you 5 gold coins each for the moment for your time, and anything that you may need to buy, we will try, and pay you back afterwards if necessary. But there are those amongst you who I believe may know what might happen to items that are stolen and perhaps might be sold on the black market. John, I'm looking directly at you and the captain and Nell.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that gets fenced hereabouts, though, wow, the crows take that cut.
That's fine, but there are other things I wish you to do. There was a man who helped me. I only saw him through my distress, and at my times of calmness, a figure came to my body to listen to my mumblings and.
Oh yeah, he was a priest, right? He was a friar. We met.
Mm-hmm.
I can give an update on that, Professor.
Oh yes, well, absolutely. Please tell me.
Let me find the notes. 1 second. I was heading into that because I didn't feel comfortable as leaving him there. Here we are. Brother Farnham is safe and well, albeit a bit shaken, understandably, and back in his little chapel on the marsh if you wish to go speak to him.
Well, I wish you to go and speak to him, because obviously he had a slightly more, let's say, cohesive and clearer vision of, and maybe relationship with the person that was responsible for my capture.
So,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, Henrik. Did you manage to extricate him from the dungeon?
He's back home now. He's back and safe. Yes.
And where is he? He's in the marshes.
He was. His family or friends are being threatened.
He is back, and his family with everything is all sorted out now.
Well, we sort of got rid of that mage that was threatening him.
Yeah,
or at least he dissipated into the ether to become.
No, Rolo, go with the
memories.
first one.
Dark.
Go with the first one.
I reckon he was furloughed.
Yes. Well, look at you. Any questions for me?
So, Starmore, is what you're saying that you didn't get to map much of Dracodeep as you intended?
No, I did find, of course, the entrance and whatever these dwellings were, maybe they are created by the enchanters.
These dwellings, Professor, did you say they didn't look like those of... What did they look like? I'm intrigued.
Well, they are almost like extremely decorative caves. But made almost like if you upturn a cup and you layer decorative patterns upon it and make a large hole inside. A little bit like that. And in fact, there were stems that went up into the cavern and attached to the various stalagmites and stalactites. It was quite a beautiful thing.
Interesting.
Starmore, I was confused, and maybe I am just confused, but you told us that you traveled to places, you saw the Americas and North Africa or something?
Yes, that is right, yes, but only in my astral form. And let's say I was not in control of what I was doing when in my astral form.
More a passenger than the pilot of the boat.
Or more like a puppet. Maybe you can relate to that more, Rollo.
Yeah, I've got no idea what you said, Henrik.
I can, yeah. I know what puppets are.
Well, if you have any... perhaps you'd like to know what my other items were.
That would help.
Very much, yeah.
I shall
Yeah.
put that forward to nobody else.
Well, that's true. We only heard about the journal.
Yes.
And that's
And the wand.
Journal, it is a new journal, but I did write some part of that inscription down. So that is something that I definitely want back. The other item was a wand, a silver wand.
Silver, you say?
Yes, indeed, yes. And of course, there was one more item, which I believe was, it was at the top of my staff. A dragon, you can tell I am rather excited by dragons.
Did you see any dragons?
No, I have not seen a dragon yet. This is my fascination.
I will report to you when I have time, Stormer, about what I managed to learn from my other research in that case.
Okay.
I'd be interested.
So what was at the top of your staff? Sort of dragon imagery or a dragon?
Yes, a red dragon, quite an ornate piece. It is you find a nice staff, cut it down to the size because they do wear down and break. But the top part you can change, and this one has been around in my family for quite some time. You may not have the funds for it, but if you locate it, maybe we can get it later on. Any more?
What's the reward for recovering all your lost items?
I did say, John, that you're all being paid 5 gold coins for each.
Plus expenses?
Within a reasonable amount. If it can be justified, we will replicate you. But we are not a rich tower, of course. You know, we do have to be very careful. But you will have my thanks and possibly my help in the future.
But we're not going back into the dungeon, I'm just checking that.
Well, I hope not at the moment. I think that would be a little bit dangerous. Just a minute.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you learnt the name yet of the one who held you prisoner, who made a puppet of you?
It is a very good question, that, John. I cannot find his name at all. It's almost like he's not from this place, not from this area.
Not from this world. No, he's probably from this world.
Well, he's not in this world now, is he?
No.
Again, might be able to help on that if.
Yeah. I think
Right.
that was his intent, though, wasn't it?
I will hand you back to Quasimore, and if you ask him questions, that is fine. Otherwise, I wish you all the best of luck.
Yes, well, Starmore?
Thank you, Starmore.
Oh, good. Well, he seems a lot better, a little bit brighter in himself. So, so he wants you to go to the church, check up on the mum.
On the father, yeah.
Brother Farnham, that's right.
Brother, yeah.
Maybe question him as well. He might have some information. I'm sure he does. He was captured there for some time, wasn't he?
Maybe he knows what the name is.
That is a question you could definitely ask him. And what else? Oh, find the stolen items. Now, I do know there might be some people. Well, I don't need to tell you, do I? I think there's a few of you here might work out what might happen if something was connected. Of course, the necromancer, let's call him that for the moment. No offense, Hendrik. No, he was connected with the Midnight Crows, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So if he was taken, maybe the items were given to them, and then they would have gone somewhere. And then what is the normal process? John, what would happen if you happened to fall upon some items that were not yours?
Well, I'd return them to their rightful owner as only an honest man would.
Just imagine, hypothetically, if you were not an honest man.
Oh, well, if I wasn't an honest man, I think I'd look to fence them. I need to find someone who can do a good trade in such things. I think I have someone in mind.
Yeah, okay. Anyone in particular?
Oh, well, you probably met him. He's traded goods with a lot of you before. Sometimes goes by the name of John as well, I believe.
John. Okay, well,
John Sweet.
Now, for the moment, I think before you go to the nitty-gritty, I think a nice trip out to the marshes and go and see our poor brother, and then maybe second stop will be going to the Crow's Nest Inn.
Yes.
Well, goodbye for the moment. A safe journey, everyone. I hope you're fully equipped. Does anyone need anything before you go?
No. I'm assuming you've recharged my spell.
I have. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Well done. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye, Professor.
Professor?
I'm going to ask if I could have some black powder. I could formulate some explosive devices, but gone.
I got black licorice. Will that help?
Put your skeleton hand away.
Just set fire to everything. See what happens.
Sorry, roll a slight side effect event to
It's
reanimate.
usually set fire to things though if I have the substances to make my smoke sticks and.
There he is. Look.
Hey, Brother Farnham.
Oh.
Brother?
He's busy doing prayer or whatever it is he does.
Tell you what, he likes hanging out with windows.
He does, doesn't he?
Every time.
Every time.
He loves the window.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
No.
Nice to see you.
Nice to
Nice
see
to see you
you
too outside of that terrible
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yes, glad to see you got back okay.
Yes, thank you. Yes, how can I help you all?
Well, we want to ask you a couple of questions about your time down there, if we may, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. It was not a very nice experience, so if you could make the
don't want to relive.
questions, as kind as possible, please.
So, you were kept down there against your will, and you were made to take notes of what the Professor Starmore, the person in the floor below you, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, yes. Was that your only question?
What's the name of the guy?
Well, I do not know. He did not formally introduce himself.
How rude.
How did you come to be in his service?
Well, I was just walking just around the church here, around the marshes, and something grabbed me. And the next thing I knew, I woke up, well, where you found me, in the town.
Whereabout in the marshes were you grabbed?
Well, it's quite a large marsh, and I was heading home from the church after evening mass on the Sunday.
Would be another entrance to the dungeon somewhere around.
Oh, I see.
I assume you didn't see, brother, the who or what grabbed you. I assume you didn't see that.
Oh, no.
Were you grabbed? No, you weren't grabbed by goblins or something.
Well, I tell you what, it was very dark. As the winter months move in, the night, well, I think it was only maybe 5 o'clock.
It does look dark.
It was raining, and it was cold, and something possibly with sharp claws grabbed me, because I did have some markings upon my arm afterwards, which took a little while to heal.
How long were you held prisoner for, or held hostage for?
I think it was, well, certainly weeks. It was very hard to judge. It was almost, again, like I was not fully awake. Almost like I was drugged and I was dreaming partly. And when I was going down to the poor wizard below, and writing, is almost as if my hand was not in control of its motions.
Remember what it was you wrote, or was that in a trance as well?
I did not understand the words. I could write them down. The symbols came to my eyes, and I could copy them down.
Ah, so it wasn't your interpretation of what he said, it was literally coming into your mind.
It was almost like our minds were linked. It was a very peculiar, well, I would almost say, but I do not want to seem blasphemous, but it was almost like I was having a calling, a vision. Something was coming to me. Now, some people see angels, some people see lights. I saw symbols.
Brother, could you reproduce the symbols for us?
Oh, describe them to us, yeah?
I would not dare to write them again. The symbols have faded from my mind, thankfully. I believe that is God's judgment.
You feel at the time.
What happened to the book?
Well, the books, more than one book, there were several books, but I think they must have been taken afterwards. I went to the abbot and I said to him about the books and the blasphemy, and I hope that someone went and got them and certainly burnt them. But this is something I do not know for sure.
I mean, maybe they sold them.
Well, I'm hoping that someone has hidden them away.
So to clarify then, brother, you were never the individual above. Obviously, you were sent down to talk to the professor below. The individual above you never actually, did they tell you what to do, or were you just, as you say, you were guided to do so? There was no, you just knew what would happen to you if you didn't.
I knew what to do, yes, and then he would come down and look at the books, my writings, when I was elsewhere, when I was sleeping.
So hold on, Father, you're saying that this stuff that was written in the books is kind of in code, it's in symbols.
It's not a language I understand. Much of it. I presume it is your type of, those who are wizards, your type of language. Your type of reading is not something, it's not Latin, and it is not well, anything I've seen before.
That tracks with something else.
I have a question for you.
Yes, do speak.
It seems like you were saying that while you were held prisoner, you weren't quite yourself. Have I understood that right?
That is right, yes. It is almost like a fever dream. Something I am doing my best to forget.
And would I be right in saying that what you can remember of these fine people arriving where that place you were held captive, you were not yourself right then? That fair to say?
Yes, yeah, that would be fair to say that, yes.
And would it be fair to say that the help you gave might have been, how shall I put it, put to you by the one who was holding you captive?
I'm not quite sure what you're insinuating.
I'm saying that you might have been a cat's paw and that all the help you gave back then was intentional from him who was holding you captive.
Oh, yes, well, it's not intentional for me. I'm an innocent party in all this. I came back to my church and found it robbed. I don't know whether they drew me away or opportunists took our items. We have some sacred items that are now vanished.
What items are these, Bill?
Well, we have a silver cross that I personally, well, not own because it was part of my family, but it was donated to the church. That is now gone. Also, there was a cup, just a brass cup, but we did use it for, well, blessings and baptisms as well.
Silver cross and a brass.
No, that was a cup of life that we had.
Sounds religious.
This sounds different to ours. Yes, these were taken from the church we're in currently now. Is that correct?
That is right. Yes, yes.
And probably didn't come from the Fae in the first place. Yeah.
What did you see? What happened to Starsmore's belongings? Did you see a wand, silver wand,
a dragon top
or a
twist
journal,
I
or a
did not see
dragon?
anything like that. All he was wrapped up in the clothes he was wearing, but all his items were taken away from him.
You know who by?
I do not know. No, there was nothing with him at the time. I suspect he had been there for maybe a few days before I was called. Maybe they had to prepare the room, the chamber for him in some way.
Brother, were you at any point, you saw the symbols, but did you see other places? Did you astrally travel anywhere? You were connected with Star
No,
Wars
I did
Mind.
not do astral travel. No.
Sounds like sounds like you were basically seeing what you've told us. The language and the symbols you were basically a scribe for them, and obviously a scribe who doesn't know what he's scribing. It sounds quite useful to a secretive individual as who took you against your will, held you, controlled you to know exactly what to do. And sounds like they've done it before and would have done it again if we hadn't dealt with them. So,
or not dealt with them.
Dealt with in a matter of speaking.
That's what I do.
But yes,
Do you have any more questions? I mean, could you try and find the items that are missing?
Yeah, we're on a quest to find other items that are missing. So, I mean, more items is just,
I have a suspicion we can.
The more the merrier.
I have a suspicion they might turn up in the similar area, so I'm sure we can keep an eye out.
And would you, I don't know, give us a hearty meal or something like that for the return of these items?
Would I give you a hearty meal?
Yeah, I believe that you are very good at feeding people.
I can pray for your immortal soul.
Sounds brilliant.
What's that?
Can you give
Great,
us
I need
some more
that.
gold coins?
Gold coin? Are you not willing to do this for an act of kindness?
I think trying to extort the church
I mean, yes.
generally frowned upon. I think we're happy to look for these in our things. And
Maybe I can help you in another time when perhaps you need the
Perfect.
power of the church
that I sure
behind you.
most appreciate, brother.
Barters.
Favors are really good currency. Favors.
Well,
I
I
mean, he
suggest-
doesn't. You don't want to see Hendrix Skeleton Man.
Excuse me. It's
Never
happened.
mind. Never mind.
Oh, look, do you know what it's like to be slapped by a skeletal hand?
Probably don't want to find out.
Let's not find
Probably
out.
not very holy, is it?
Anyways,
Well, we'll look for your items then, I guess, brother.
thank you, brother.
Well, I suggest you go and try and find my items, if that's okay. If there's no more questions. Any more questions?
Can anyone think of anything?
You never.
See you later, friend.
One final question, brother. You never saw anyone else besides
I am father, by the way.
father. Apologies.
Oh, father.
All right, it's
I
brother.
thought he was a father.
My apologies, father. But you never saw anyone else apart from the professor. That was the only person you saw in your time down there. Correct?
That is right, yes.
That's what I need to know. Thank you.
But is your family well?
As far as I can see, I've been resting myself. But I have seen my mother. She is very old, but she is happy to have me back.
Good. I know that was your concern.
Yes. Well, good luck, everyone.
You are taken to the place they call the Weirning Woods. Strange creatures of both fairy and humankind lurk here. You'd best be on your toes.
Ah,
What are you doing?
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hi, John.
well.
Shrink John.
What do you mean I shrunk? How dare you? What?
I think just a bit of the Palantir's acting up a little there. I'm sure. There we go. Clearly, a trick.
Aye, just
There he
nodding.
is.
Right, what can I do you for? Right, how you doing? Hey, John, how you doing, mate?
Oh well. In the market for some
Do you want the
shopping.
shoes? What?
What you got?
Shoes, boots, mate, boots. You like
You've
them?
always got boots, John.
I
We
know.
don't want the boots. We never want the boots.
Yeah, we never buy them from you.
How much are
Are they magic boots, John?
What?
Are
John,
they
how-
magic boots?
Rollo, please. John,
Boots.
John, how much are the boots?
Boots.
Like 7 league boots.
Size 10. So you've only got big feet there.
How much do you want for them, John? Just so we don't go through this every time.
What do you want?
Well, I'll take the boots if you. I'll give you 5 gold.
Yeah, we started the boots. Right, brilliant. Right, now these, you'll love these. These are walking boots. Right, and they're a little bit, they're very good. Do you like wine?
I do.
Great for crushing grapes. Really good. Oh, and rats. If you don't like rats, you can.
Please don't crush rats. Please don't do that. No.
Persian was a rat. He helped us out.
I've been
One
doing a lot
gold,
of
you,
walking.
mate. One gold. There you
I'll
go.
give you a gold for them. No worries.
Right, good.
Here,
Congratulations, Henrik, you have boots.
I didn't bring this lot here just to shop round your boots. They want to see the good stuff.
Very good. Well, tell you what,
Oh.
I ain't got much stuff here today, really. I've got some scrolls, if you want some scrolls.
Magic again.
I've got a love potion.
Oh, and another love potion. My goodness.
We didn't use the first one, me and Crew.
Well, I've used it already. If you want some more stuff, it's good stuff.
Now hold on.
One bottle, though, they do make a lot of it. You wouldn't make much of a living making one bottle, would you? But this one here, This has got a number 10 on it. Right, I think the other one's number 9. But this
Does that
Oh,
mean
love
it's
potion number
very
10.
strong, John?
is it strong? Does it work? Of course it works. Make someone just fall in love with you. What you do, take the top off, leave it right in the place, and then hopefully, if you go and bat your eyelids at them later on, they'll fall helplessly in love. And
Oh,
maybe
if only we could have made that goblin fall in love with us.
you what,
John,
mate?
how much for the
Oh,
potion?
Oh, I don't need that image in my mind.
John, how much for the potion?
It's a little bit weird. Right, I've got that. Right, what else I've got here then? Right, I've got this here. Right, now this is a lovely red bottle. Right, red glass, nice. Glass is light. You can put anything. It doesn't have it. You're allowed to put a top on it though. Tell you what, John, that'd be very nice. You put a nice like brandy in it. Right, put a bit of a top on it. Right, and take.
Lamina, you're always looking for class.
Yeah.
Toss up in the manor, right, and you can flog it for like twice the price.
Now, look, my friend, let's get down to some real business. Now, I can vouch for this lot. Now, looking for some things that might be a little bit, how shall we say, a little bit hot. Things that might come your way. You know, the under-the-counter things, specifically things like maybe a wand that might come your way.
I don't get a lot of wands.
No, you might have heard of one being fenced somewhere, though.
Well, okay, will you describe it a bit more?
Silver.
Silver, you say?
Yeah.
Whoa, I'll tell you what, John, as you know, like, what the type of people coming here, they're not very sophisticated. They're like normally like they're coming out of the wood or going in the wood. Now, no offence to you witches and redcaps, but you don't often wear silver, not often. Or you hardly wear any jewellery. To be honest with you, it'd be quite unusual not to see you wearing a cape or a hood. So not really. Now, what I do know is there are people in the town who go for that kind of stuff. So no good for me to have it, I'll pass it on. Not that I've ever seen it though, honest John, no, I haven't seen it. But there is a lady called Barbara in the town. They call it the Old Lady Trading Shop.
Is she an old lady who trades?
I know she is an old lady. Now I believe like the sign fell off. She's too tight to put a new one on, so it's become Old Lady Trading. But you got to be careful with her because she's as tough as old boots.
Should we take the love potion and make her fall in love with us?
I would like that love potion, by the way.
Good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that. Go.
What about
the old lady lover you?
What about a carving or something in the shape of a dragon that would sit upon a staff? We heard ones.
You got one, John. I'll definitely buy that off you. Yeah, I'll.
Nothing's come your way. No one's tried to fence it to you, have they?
No, I haven't heard of that. No. To be
What
honest,
about a journal?
To be quite honest with you, John, I've been keeping a little bit of a low profile recently.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Until a couple weeks ago. You know what you did when you went old shock up the old midnight crows?
Yes.
You went to the merry pig. Oh, you let something go there, mate. Oh, the world has been crazy since then.
Aye.
Now,
That
You're
is true.
welcome.
what I've heard is, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
What I've heard is ever since then, right, they've been, trying to grab a lot of items and things. And then 2 weeks ago, they got all very, very quiet. Something happened to them which made them a little bit scared. I've heard that some of their muscle has gone.
Oh, a bit about it.
Yeah, and
Weeks
it's
ago, you
a
said.
bit of a vulnerable state.
Well, look,
They're not dangerous because they are. I wouldn't think it'd be too long until they start trying to get their reputation back up again.
well, I've got a rumour I can exchange with you.
What?
I know for a fact the Midnight Crow's patron, the one who was helping them out and got them to where they be, gone. And that is why they're in a bit of a doolally and a tiver, because their patron's upped and legged it.
Right, well, okay, well, I tell you, if you want to go and sort them out, now would be a good time to do it.
Well, that would possibly help your business as well, wouldn't it?
Well,
Up
it
some new
wouldn't
markets.
harm it, would it? No.
Speaking of business, John, I think Nell wants to buy something from you.
What do you want, Nell?
I want that potion.
What, the love one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay, only 5 gold.
Oh, take it.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, got it. Right.
Speaking of, John, people coming out the woods, you said. Has anyone coming out the woods turned up with a brass cup or a silver cross? Or is that more old lady trading co, you think?
Well, brass I could probably get. Yeah, I mean, brass would be nice, but you want to go for a silver cross?
We're looking for CFO. We're looking for one for someone else. Apparently, they've lost it.
I'll tell you something like a silver cross around here, you wouldn't sell it because it'd be too recognisable. But what you might want to do, you might want to melt it down. Now, if you melt it down, you can make all kinds of fun stuff, and you can make things bespoke.
And where would you melt it down, John? In the town?
Well, the blacksmith, couldn't you? He's got a fire there. You just get a crucible, whatever it is, and you put it in there, melt it down, and then pour it what any mould is.
Oh, yeah,
You wouldn't want to put a crucifix in the crucible. You'd end up getting a bit of double divine retribution there.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Everything melts down.
I don't know whether silver can be used for any of your spells and all that. But that's not my dealing, is it? Right, you got any other questions? You want to buy anything else?
What were those scrolls?
Magic scrolls.
I do a few. Some of them I've got to hold back because there's a wizard who wants to come along and buy like a job lot, and he's offering me quite a bit of money.
Do you know what his name is, John?
What, the wizard?
Yeah.
I think his name is Morel or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We know him.
Says he sells them to like some of the younger, more impressionable apprentices.
Yeah.
A bit of a side.
And he tries to
Don't pay
pretend.
him enough.
Yeah.
Useful to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it Morel who maintained that the spells have fallen off the back of a car, that sort of thing?
So what I can sell, because they can do it, I've got what called healing minor injuries. Now that's what useful if you get cut quite badly. Right, let's say you fall down some stairs and you split your head open. You can use that and it'll stitch it up again. Very nice.
How much
It won't really touch heads or limbs. Right, that you just die horribly from. But that one,
Mr. Henrik.
give it, or not giving it to anyone.
How much?
Right, well, it costs
How
you
much do you want for
£5 for this one.
5.
Who wants that?
I'll take it.
All right, there we go. There we go, young lady. There we go. Your little fox is lovely.
Yes.
We don't normally allow them in here. They don't like it because they tend to foul in places. But you can have that one.
He's very well behaved.
He seems good.
Sure,
Right,
Pet.
well, tell you what, I'm gonna go. We've got no other question. Tell you what, if you want to go in the Merry Pig,
Aye.
right, go to. You know, last time, I'm sorry about it, but you know last time there's a password to get in.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, there is a password, but it's a bit different now. What they do, they give you a riddle.
Oh.
I don't know how everyone's expecting to know which of the answers each time, but I feel there's a book of like answers for the day of the week. It's a little bit mishmashy, but good luck with that one. It changes every day.
Maybe this book.
I don't know, don't have it. I'm not going back there, John, am I? I'm not going to go back there.
Have you seen any other books or journals?
I'll tell you what, if you manage to sort it out, I will go back there and I'll buy you all a drink. How's that sound?
Hey.
Yeah. All right, then. Right, well, you have a little peruse with your eyes only. Right,
Well, are we going to the old lady first?
yeah, all right, yeah, you can go there afterwards, but I'm just going to go have a wee over there.
Right.
All right,
In here, wow.
well, you've got to go to Threatlord Town for that, so it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, we'll walk.
Don't think Toffany said he'd seen any books, no. Sounds like the trading company is our first port of call then, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Oh, I can't wait to get to the noble side of town with this love potion.
Although
What exactly are you planning to do now?
I'm planning to have a benefactor.
Oh, right. Okay. Wealthy benefactor, one knows.
Indeed.
Although I'm a bit worried because he said to open it up and leave it in the room, and then when you walk in, they'll fall in love with you. So you better
someone
make
else
it
walks
the
in
first person
first.
to walk in.
Yeah, you better pick that room carefully.
Yeah.
But does it only affect one person, or does it affect everyone in the room? 'Cause
Well,
that's
how many times can you use it? That's the question.
Well, first of
Can
all,
you say-
2 wealthy benefactors sounds better than 1. So
But
if there's
what about
multiple people in the
7?
room,
But then they, if they're all in love with you, they might then start, challenging.
fighting over me? Oh no.
Sounds like a perfect
Hell,
distraction.
Heaven forbid
because
they
of the love
outbid each
potion.
other.
I'm going to just think about the what I can't, should or shouldn't say to Quasimor about what I've learned about my esteemed co-worker in necromancy while you think about it.
Yeah.
And none of
him.
you
Tell
think you know, and none of you think you know, with the Midnight Crows being so weakened, time is right maybe to put them down.
Oh,
I
100%.
mean, I
Yes.
do think that, John, but admittedly, time is never right for me to put them down because that would involve violence.
Yeah, maybe we should.
So I think I prefer with someone with weapons or magic to put them
It
down.
sounds like a
to be
perfect
honest.
job for the captain, Lucina, and I. And Toplin. Toplin just got her sword back too.
Perfect.
Look keen.
Oh, happy days when I ran and retrieved my sword.
I personally always favour wit over violence.
Unfortunately, I've gone
Back
some
somewhere.
country battle of wits unarmed.
This is Threatlord Town. Behind its charming cobbled streets and trading port appearance, it is a hotbed of intrigue and skullduggery.
What do you want?
You are the old lady of Old Lady Trading, I assume.
Well, you can call me Barbara if you want.
Good evening, Barbara.
My name, I'm not going to sit down for a moment.
Of course. Have a
You
good evening.
ha-
Go ahead, Rollo.
were we asking after certain items?
Yeah, we're looking for certain things.
I don't want you just wasting my time.
No.
No.
Time?
No,
Oh.
not at all.
Oh, well, we seem to have annoyed her.
Where she is old, it's quite easy to do that.
Hello.
Rollo.
You gotta hold off on the old.
Well, look, you know you do that thing.
Oh,
back.
I am old, my dear. I am old, it is quite true.
See?
I've got this lovely hat. Do you want a lovely hat?
Is it a magic hat?
It is a very lovely hat, but I'm really keen to get a brass cup.
A brass!
A brass cup. I specifically need brass. It's got certain chemical quantities. So some of the formulae I want to make need to be made in brass. And I've tried all of the shops. No, but they've got silver cups, pewter cups, no brass cup.
You can't find brass in threat law. You must be either mad or stupid because there's brass everywhere. But I'll tell you what, I can have a
But it's a brass cup. I don't want a brass plaque. It's hard to hold liquids.
Do you have anything in silver as well?
Here, it's got a unicorn on it.
And that is lovely. And if I needed brass, that would be great. But I need a vessel. You know anyone who is making cups out of brass who might have a brass cup for sale? I specifically need it to be.
I will have a look around the back. 1 second.
That would be brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, have a close look, everyone. Can you see anything that's we've been told has gone missing?
Oh, you're right. The journals.
There does appear to be a book over there.
Yeah, we should ask for that. Let's have a look at it. And if it's got symbols in it, we'll know it's the right thing.
Oh, God bless.
No one touch this. It's fine.
I've got you a brass candle holder.
That's lovely. It's a little small for my my needs, but actually that might do very well. I'll give you 2 gold for it.
You will not. You give me 3 gold for this, dear. Look, it's solid and everything.
Absolutely, but I 2 gold is all I have.
I have
Using the candle.
all the way over there for it.
Do you, is that a journal in your bookshelf?
No
Okay.
Germans here. I'm English, dear.
I will not.
I'm finding it very difficult to understand her. Is anybody else?
I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Can you? I'm sorry. My ear is not good.
Mistress Barbara,
Yes.
I spy a book behind you. What be that then? In your cabinet.
Oh, yes, dear. Hang on.
Oh,
There is.
that's both for pretty things.
Was that a dragon?
That's a
carving?
dragon.
Oh,
stone.
dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
That as well. Yeah.
No, we'll get to that.
I've got this book here. It's quite new. It's got nothing written in it.
Oh,
There's
it's
something
got
at the
nothing
front.
in it.
What was that? There's something here.
Oh, it does have symbols in it.
Oh, well, a book with nothing in it is not worth much.
If you like, and tear it out if it's damaged.
No, no.
Ah.
That's character.
I mean,
I find
you
such things
can
useful.
sell that page.
How much is it?
What do you want for it?
Well, because it's got some damage in it, it does have some nice pictures of dragons on the front, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
That would be, I'll do that for 8 gold.
8 gold.
Yeah, yeah.
Gold for a notebook.
I'll take it.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to throw in that other dragon thing? And
Oh, yeah, they've got
give
a
you 10. What do you think?
Oh, there we go.
I'll do that. I'll give you 10.
Because we like dragons, yeah.
We do. We like
Well,
dragons.
we're not.
You love dragons.
It'll do.
Dragon scroll case or whatever it is.
What?
You had
It's
a
a
carved
dragon ornament, isn't it?
The thing you picked up with your other hand just
Yeah.
a moment ago, Mistress Barbara.
Why didn't you tell me at the time?
We tried.
Top shelf. Top shelf.
We like to.
Nice.
Nah,
No.
no.
And this?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, it's
Isn't it? I
it's
don't think we can
damaged.
afford that, though.
How much is that?
That would be about 500 gold coins.
No, that's not.
Wait till
I think you read the label wrong. That's 5 points.
Damage that is.
I know what I'm talking about, dear.
Nobody's going to give you 500 gold for a broken piece of wood, no matter how well carved.
You're right.
Right.
Mistress, there was a wand, surely. Do you have any wands?
No, I don't have any wands at the moment. Is there anything particular that you'd actually like? A wand, any colour?
A silver.
Silver would be ideal. I'm a wizard, as you can maybe see, and silver is very good for focusing. So a silver one would be ideal. But anything that you've got, I'd certainly have a look at. Maybe there's something in the back. I don't know.
I can have a look.
Yeah, go check the back. Yeah, go check the back if you don't mind.
Oh, look for another brass cup while you're out there.
Yes.
We're happy to wait. We don't mind how long you take.
Okay, now.
Come on, Nick. Let's start.
Here we go. I'm gonna try and get the dragon.
Are you sure we'll never get served in town again?
Well, here's the thing. She can't see anything.
Yeah, she's
She'll never know it's gone.
Oh.
That's real quick.
Shall we take a vote on it?
No, time.
I mean, you can, but I've already.
If you're going to do it, I would say do it quickly and now.
Yeah, I've done it already.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, that is lovely. Can I see it?
Very pretty one.
That is very pretty.
Where's my thing gone?
What thing?
Where's that thing gone?
Silver. How much do you want for it?
What? You got
That thing gone.
Oh no!
I'm just asking how much you want for the wand.
Run out your pockets!
All I've got is cake.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of cake. Yeah.
Like cake?
No, nothing on me.
Yeah, look.
Well,
There's a rat down there.
Oh, I don't like rats!
Quick! There's another one.
Oh no, you have to go get
Quick,
something.
let's go get the rat catcher.
Yes,
Take
here we
it.
go.
Come with me, get the rat catcher!
Quick, go, go.
All
Now, you couldn't grab that wand as well, could you?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that wand too.
What does
Here we go.
She's holding
And
it
we're
on.
out. I'm out. Rats! Oh no!
I think we're
I
still
think
in.
we should all go at this point.
I'll leave her some cake as compensation.
We'd better go.
I'll make sure the rat leaves her alone.
The rat's gonna
I don't
eat
think
the
there's
cake.
a real rat.
Right, okay. I'm not sure. Well, that's a bit naughty of you to steal from the old lady. We might have to go back there one day. Well, maybe not you lot. So you
strongly
got
500 gold.
We were the one stealing.
Yes, well, it is quite valuable, but you do have it. Well done.
Ow.
Yes. Now I want you to go to the Merry Pig now.
That's great.
Okay, and see if you can get in there and do
It'll probably be a bit more challenging. So we have to know the password, right? To get
Yeah, that's
down.
for the thinking type.
We just need to solve the riddle. We don't necessarily need to know the book if we happen to have anyone who's good at riddles.
A horrible way to lock something is with a riddle.
Well, it was a book of the day of the week, wasn't it? So surely the password is Sunday.
No. They said
No,
they
it does changes every day. I think
the doorman won't necessarily know the answers.
there he is, the landlord.
Oh, you right?
Yes.
Right. What's the password?
I thought we
What's
had
the
to
riddle?
answer a riddle.
I thought it was a riddle.
Right. Okay. Right. Right. What is it again? Right. What has mountains,
Right.
river,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, what am I? Am I a map? Is that it?
I think you're a map.
Yes.
A map.
You sound like a map, yes.
That wasn't it.
Geography lesson.
Hang on. Is it? Right, a stag. Right, which is like a male deer. Has 4. Oh, hang on. Oh,
A bit of interference on the Palantir there.
yeah, I'm alright.
Palantir error message.
I don't know.
404 riddle not found.
Gives him more time to think of a riddle.
I reckon the fumes from his breath are even making the Palantir drunk.
I mean, we could follow up on nicking from an old lady by just knocking him out or something.
Oh.
Are we being thrown out?
Pretend none of that happened. We're going back in.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, good. Oh,
There
good.
we are.
Have you remembered what the riddle is yet?
We already answered it.
No, you haven't. Right.
No, he hasn't remembered it.
A stag has 4.
Right.
And a fox has only 3. What does a crow have?
4.
4.
4.
What?
4 letters of its name.
Correct.
Ah, very clever.
Stag has 4, fox has 3, crow has 4.
I didn't quite understand because they never told me how it works.
Oh, it's right. Listen.
Sounds right to me.
Take it
What
from
you,
us.
need, what you need to do every day you don't understand. Come
Right,
to us, we'll tell you why.
Oh, the next one, yeah.
This way, you'll know what to tell the next group. We're making you look
Right,
good.
can you give me a riddle for the next group?
I can. I can give you a riddle.
Yeah.
30 white horses on a red hill.
Teeth.
Clam,
Everyone knows
first
that
they
one.
snap, then they
Is it teeth?
Hang on, stop talking over Henrik.
You're a clever man, yes. So ask us the riddle and we can see if we can get it.
Is it teeth?
Well, you've got a riddle for the next lot.
Right.
What-
Okay. All
riddle
right.
next will be
All right. Do you mind if I have a little sleep?
Go
No,
right.
no, go ahead.
All right.
Good night.
I do love it when an opponent in the Battle of Wits comes unarmed.
Yeah.
He gave his sword to you, basically.
Go in.
We go.
Here we
I
are.
understand
Here
me.
we-
Oh, do we have to meet Forsyth now?
What to do when you go down there?
Yeah, it's a good question. Will we meet Forsyth down there?
I expect so.
I can
I got the
try
right
to
idea.
take a look around.
I mean, is he gonna challenge us to gamble again?
Probably.
In which case, I can do it.
I would
I hope so.
expect so.
Captain, you're a fan of the gambling too.
Of course.
You and I are going to be good friends. You got room on your ship?
Oh dear, they're forming an alliance.
Yeah.
Would you say lovers?
Always room.
Where's the boat?
Captain, do you know how Forsyth's gambling works? Last time he asked us sort of to call higher or lower of the cards he was drawing.
That's one
Don't
game.
play the
You've
cups
got
because he
one.
blatantly cheats.
Oh yeah, don't play. Yeah, don't.
Besides
He does
gambling,
blatantly
What are
cheat.
we? Besides gambling, what are we planning to do down there?
We defined the stuff that's missing.
Aye, if he doesn't have it, someone will have probably tried to sell it and he would have got a cut. Now remember, the Midnight Crows are weakened at the moment, so don't be too afeared. But
And
be
there's
wary.
that door to Drakady Dungeon, isn't there? We could just push him through that.
We
He
know
might
his
come back through, though.
patience gone.
They've already tried to get rid of us and we've come back. That gives
And his muscles, yeah. John, his muscles gone too.
Who's the leader again?
Forsyth.
Forsyth is his name.
Our patron was the Chaos Sorcerer, or Necromancer, as you will keep calling him, who was giving my profession a bad name and kind of sort of, well, he isn't around at the moment. So if we go in and Forsyth tries to strong arm us, we can point out what's he going to do. The same thing he failed to do once before.
He might be in the market for a new patron or patrons.
I also think perhaps spiking his drink with a love potion might get us somewhere if we need to.
Captain, I was saving that for the nobles.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a love potion.
Okay, everyone, I think you know the way down to the back, so if you go through the barrels, down the steps, and good luck, everyone.
Things get really bad, that's always a bit
Well,
it's you lot. Well, fancy seeing you here again.
Who is this?
This is
Forsyth.
Really? Huh. Well, let's
All right,
play
Mecca.
another little game. This one was left to me by a friend. He said it would help me.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Welcome to the shadow. Lucina, are you alright?
All you and your friends must do is play one of your favorite pastimes. Find the death card, and you will sacrifice your life to the Shadow King. The rest will have to find their way out by themselves.
We are in some kind of void. I was tricked. That necromancer, he said, if I opened that, it would save me.
And you honestly believe it?
Sorry, Lucina.
Lucina appears to have horns. Dear, are you all right?
What has happened to you?
Long story.
Why does this keep happening to our group?
Something has happened. It seems that we are in the void together.
For all of us.
Oh.
Lucina, have you always had horns?
Even you entirely.
New thing.
The longer we do stuff, the worse we end up. I tell you.
I'm gonna end up with cat ears at some point.
I tell you.
Now, Forsyth, listen up. You better think carefully now. The necromancer has betrayed you and tricked you, and now you're stuck in a void with us. You got a choice to make.
There was a symbol and a voice in my head. Now, he said that only one of us could serve him. Only one of us could stay. One of us must select the death card. The one that does will be his servant
Greta.
and will be allowed to leave. The rest will have to go to their own way of leaving the void. How many are there of us? 1, 2, 8.
12.
Right.
Before we go any further, I'm going to start doing a little bit of magic, I think. Let's learn a little bit about. I'm just going to put a bit of a warding spell to protect us.
What makes you think he's told you true here? Could this be another trap and trick?
We seem to have no choice.
I'm not so
These
sure.
games. I will shuffle these. Whoever chooses the death card, they will serve the necromancer and what is called the Shadow King. All others will stay in the void.
So, on the one hand, you serve the Shadow King. On the other hand, you get out of here.
No, you stay in the void unless you find a way out yourself, which I don't think you will.
That's what I said. The only way to get out is to serve the Shadow King.
But this has to be a fair choice.
Never say never. We might get out of the void.
What if someone just picks
I
it?
will start with you, the one with the protection spell. This will not protect you.
Well,
choose a number between 1 and 12.
fate. Yes, me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
It is judgment for you. You are safe in the void. You will not worship the Shadow King. Azzy, a number between 1 and 11.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wheel of Fortune. You join your wizard friend in the void. You, the one with the eye patch, I recognize you. Between 1 and 10.
Captain.
He's talking to you, Captain. You're the one with the eye patch.
3.
1, 2. The moon for you. Nell. 1 and 9.
Can I just take it? Can you just give me the death point?
No.
Well, no, hold on. Because we need someone to get us out. And like, I'm already on the wrong side of one law. Why not be on the wrong side of the natural law?
This is
trust.
Are
We
you
can
sure?
do this.
This
I
would
mean-
make you a puppet.
I mean, I've lived as a puppet. Like, I don't know if you know my whole steez, but like, I've been controlled by the cook since I was born, basically. This is just a different master. I'm gonna get both of them back anyway.
Forsyth, is this something we could do?
It seems that you have no choice to choose. The Shadow King will choose who he wishes through the cards.
All right then. It's 1 in 10.
1 and 9 now.
Oh, 1 and 9. Okay. Hit me with 6.
The tower, it is not lucky for you, but you do stay in the void. But this does, of course, represent certain dark leanings to you.
I mean, we already knew that.
I was going to say.
Just a hat.
Of me.
1 and 8.
4.
The Empress for you.
If he got the fool, I was gonna laugh my ass off.
Maybe you should take some recognition of the cards that you are drawing. These may be of relevance to you.
Oh, I've made notes, Forsyth.
7 cards left. Herbalist, Alchemist. 1 and 7.
7, please.
The Hanged Man. They say they find mandrakes underneath hanged men.
Mandrakes, very useful things.
This is true.
Very noisy things, from what I hear.
Hey, Honest John.
Next. Who's left to go?
I still haven't gone.
Go now then.
There are
Alright,
5
well.
left and me. John, between 1.
Hold on, there's more of us to go.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to pick a number, John.
It's
I'll
your turn.
wait.
1.
No, I said I'll wait.
Okay. You
Come
can
on,
be
give me
last
4.
then, John. It'll be you and me, maybe.
I like them odds.
You, the one with the painted face.
Come on, give me number 4.
Look, Jack.
2, 3. The fool!
Yeah.
I've been dismissed as such before.
The one with the horns.
Let's go 3.
The lovers.
Oh, I hope not.
Neil should have got that one.
I've got my potion if you need it.
4 left.
Is it me?
Yes.
How many?
4.
4. I'll go for 2.
I mean, she was almost standing to a toad. It'd be very unlucky.
A magician for you.
Very good.
Three cards left. 1 death.
Imogen?
2. One with the scarf.
I'll take 3.
The chariot.
Ooh.
Travelers. Which card, John? Or would you like me to choose first?
Oh, well, the odds are rather interesting, aren't they? See, now I'd like to reach out and pick a card for myself. I will take... Bring him closer, bring him closer. Closer still, closer still.
I can't get any closer.
It be the one on your right.
This one here?
Don't show it just yet. Show them both together, so I know there's no dodgy dealings.
You have the Emperor. And I have... the Death card. I will move into... No!
Oh no.
That wasn't good.
Well, I mean, it was better than it could have been.
Rather him than us.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Oh,
keep my
he's
card.
still stuck in the void.
Not necessarily.
Oh?
Yeah, hi. You're still Lucina, right?
Yes, I didn't just go have ale and sweets with Hilltop.
Here it
Did
comes.
you have
I'm-
more with Hilltop?
I went to the realm of the Fae. And
Everybody's going to the realm of the Fae. I gotta get there.
Do you really want to?
And I've been having headaches ever since, and I apparently now know why.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Not to be mean or anything, but shouldn't we scavenge what's left behind?
I was going to take the cards unless anyone else wants them, but I can use them in magic.
Help
Well,
yourself.
if you can use them in magic, go for it. I was just going to take them because they look cool.
Yeah. Now, all of you, can I just ask you one question?
What would that be,
Do
John?
you all agree that my choice there, me choosing that particular card, resulted in him choosing the death card and thus croaking it? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Are you taking credit for killing him for future?
And if is such the way of things amongst rogues and thieves, the one who takes down the top dog.
That makes you the leader of the Midnight Crows.
Good plan to go last then.
I
Yeah.
think we can safely say, John, that Forsyth did not play his cards right.
I think that's fair to say.
Well,
John, if you are the new leader of the Midnight Crows, then you'll do us good deals, right?
Now, there's something about having to get acclaimed as such. That's no easy task. But your testimony amongst the ne'er-do-wells of Fretlaw will certainly help in that. And I'll pledge to be your friend if it comes my way as such to be the leader of what was the Midnight Crows. But first, more pressing matters. We've all got to get out of here. So let's concentrate on that for now.
True.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Darmo?
Oh, yes. You're all like I was in astral form. Your bodies are, well, with us now in the tower, but your souls and astral form are still in the void. You have been gone for a week.
Oh.
Our bodies would have died.
You must find your way back to your bodies here.
Can you advise us on that?
Dead after a week of no water.
You are attached to your bodies by an astral cord. The astral cord is a thing of light. You must find ways to rejoin your bodies.
Anyone else know any light-based spells? I can channel my Necromanticora through this.
I can do light.
I'm going to pick up the moon card off the table.
Yeah, I'm taking the tower one too.
I'll give you it then. Yeah.
Light, archetype indeed.
I
And
can,
I'll take the Empress one.
I can contact.
Oh, that's my card, yeah.
Yeah, John was Emperor.
I can see things beyond our world.
Oh, and what do you see?
As can I. I can contact the window if you'd like.
If you two
See
act as my
ley
eyes, I can be the light. Jack, if you want to throw in on this, and anyone else who has a light source, I can check.
Lucina, you can intensify the light, the astral cord. You will be able to hopefully intensify it, but I do not know what damage it will do to you.
Yeah, this is a stupid idea about
let's do it.
The arcane learned ones. But if we were to cover our palatines, whatever they are called, it would be darker, wouldn't it? Making it easier to see the light. All we would have to do is cover, surely, our lights, our palantirs, and in the darkness we might just see the lights.
It's an idea.
See, here's me covering mine.
It's an idea, John. I think we need to amplify the light we have.
Darmo,
Yes, dear.
may I use my connection to the Fae to help Lucina to strengthen hers?
Absolutely, yes.
If I die in this, I want to die an honest woman. Some of you may know, I'm Princess Lucina Duncan. So let's do this, shall we?
I mean,
You got
I'll
any
never
friends?
tell jokes, so.
Wait, before you
know.
die, do you have any friends?
If you want, my brother is interesting.
Oh, I don't.
Is he a
boys aren't really.
prince? then?
Anyway, let's do it.
I'm with you, Lucina.
I'm
here too.
Jack, if you want to provide some light with me, I see as well. Excellent.
Go, 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 go.
I don't know if silence is better.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Haven't had to do this before.
Focus.
I can see your lights are growing stronger. I can see some of you are starting to stir, but there are two of you who are so quiet. It seems like you do not have anything magical upon you. You must try and connect to those who may be lost in the void, the darkness. You cannot allow the Shadow King to grab hold of you.
Yeah.
Your stories.
Help us out. I've got no magic.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
I've got
go
nothing.
team. Do the thing.
Or at least I think.
Jack, hold on to them.
Now, remember, the times that you spent in the dungeon and the things that you've explored. Think about the magic that you've seen and you've encountered. Think about the magic you've dealt with. It touches your soul.
I've got the gift of laughter.
There is still a magic spark in your soul. It's smaller, but you can feel it. Keep it going. Keep it going.
You're back. Come to me, everyone. Are you okay? Are you all right? Your bodies were found down in the cellars of the Merry Pig.
We got your journal back as well, Summer, and your staff.
Well, I'm delighted to see that. But
What a
I'm more
foresight.
concerned that you are well. Are you all... Good Lord! What has happened to your head? You have horns.
I thought this was just on the spirit.
There is blood running down your temples. Are you all right, my dear?
Oh, I mean, I've had worse hangovers.
That's impressive hangovers.
That was mighty fine work you did. You saved us all.
Good job, Lucina.
Well done.
Well done.
You all right?
Well done, indeed.
I'm all right.
Did you ascertain any more information from your travels?
About who captured you?
Where?
Well, yes.
We have learned that Forsyth, previously the leader of the Midnight Crows, has now become a servant of the Shadow King.
Through death.
I believe he is actually dead.
Hella dead, yeah.
Was his body there where you found the rest of us?
I believe he merely was a sacrifice. So
Does that make the Shadow King more powerful?
Purpose, though.
it will make his ego larger, but not necessarily more powerful because he is already extremely powerful.
He just lost one astral servant as we rescued Starmore. He's now gained himself a new one.
Yes, but probably one less useful than Starmore.
Less skilled, certainly.
So where did you find the items that were taken from me?
Well, we talked to an old lady. She was very, forgetful.
Mistress Barbara.
Mistress Barbara of the Old Lady Trade Co. Here is your journal, Starmore.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. I hope I believe she is quite a nice lady, or she used to be about 50 years ago.
I believe that way. A heck of an apology.
You'll be pleased to know she's got a bill for you. 500 gold.
500 gold coins?
For your staff top.
Good Lord, I didn't realize it was that valuable.
You may wish to go and explain the matter to her, possibly, but we have the staff currently as with the journal, and I think we got the wand.
And the wand. And the wand. I grabbed the
A
wand on the way
I
out.
don't know if it was the wand.
Master
we don't know if
is
it was
down there,
wand.
and I hopefully he will pay. He's normally very trustworthy. Well, any more questions?
Could
You
you tell us
recognize-
what's been happening while we've been away?
Well, I've had a lot of baths, and I have slept quite a bit. Yes.
Good. Those are all good things.
Yes.
Pick up the lost time.
Anything outside the tower?
I do not know, really. No, I don't think anything of note has happened. But you might have to last a quarter more of that. I am still recuperating.
Fair enough.
But
I mean, we didn't recover the stuff that the father was looking for, right?
No, but we can look into that further. Perhaps that's one for one of our more people in that line of work to look into.
Oh, yes, okay. Well,
Your
take
journal.
care. All take care.
Wait. Your journal.
Yes.
Is something written on the first page. Can you tell us what that is?
Well, no, I can't. That is why I wrote it down. Now I must take that and do my research.
If we may just see it beforehand, perhaps. I have an idea.
If you perhaps give us a copy, Starmore, then we could look out for it, because I don't think we've seen the last of the dungeons.
Well, okay, that is fine. I will, Henrik, you and Jack, you can note it down if you wish. And then
I'll get a copy.
It will be useful in the future for you.
I have
Appreciate it, thanks.
All right, well, take
bye.
care. Take care.
Oh, well, it's delightful to see you all again. Well done, and I'm so sorry that you're lost in your astral forms again, but this time, thankfully, you have got through unharmed.
Yeah, it was quite tense.
After all, the young lady there who seemed to have got some horns. I think you might have something within you. I presume those are actually extruding from your head. Yes.
Very, very painfully, but yes.
I'm a fey.
You think it's a fey effect, right?
Oh, yes, I think it is. Absolutely. It is someone who maybe is coming to terms with their fey heritage. And when they use more magic, they will find certain characteristics coming out in their features. Now, I wish that all of you will protect this young lady and make sure that she is not persecuted for those who might not understand her adornments.
Lucina, do you need a bodyguard, perhaps, to bring to your royal doings and goings?
I mean, maybe you should wear a big hat again, or just put your hood up.
I think you should rent an elf.
Here's the problem. It doesn't work.
It doesn't cover them.
I do hear there's
Still
a very
better.
nice hat sales.
Offers them a lick.
Like a very large brimmed hat for you.
You may need
What you need to do is host a ball where everyone's wearing them and make it trendy.
There we go. All right.
To be honest, see, I was just going to stone you if they see that in theatre.
The other alternative is you could grow your hair and grow it like buns on the side, wrap them round.
I've heard some princesses are very, very fond of that hairstyle.
Your Highness?
That's a trend, perhaps.
Yes, as you say, I'm sure we won't let anyone in the village harass her from her appearance. I think a few of us are more than familiar with that and have a low opinion of it.
Now, one thing I must ask you, because I have heard there's been quite a few silver items going missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like some of you perhaps do some research about the folklore and mythology of having silver. I can think of a few items and creatures that are adverse to them.
Yes.
So perhaps we could find maybe who would want silver.
Didn't you deal with werewolves?
Werewolves, yes. Oh, this is probably a time I've been mentioning a few times. I got some research. It's possibly worth I share what I learned.
Okay.
Those of you who remember the dragon skull, which led to this,
Yeah.
I've done some more research on it in controlled circumstances, not lost any more body parts. That. I did get a vision from it.
Oh?
An image of a dragon flying around the caverns before signs of man. And I saw flashes of a dragon-human hybrid, and this is the bit that I've remembered from what you said, Professor, dressed in silver, doing a kind of ritual with a very, very huge dragon with a connection looming over the proceedings, at which point the dragon person faded from my sight, which may remind you of someone, and a big word rang in my head, which was Borloth. And I have no idea what that means.
Borloth sounds like a name.
But the bit that stands out to me there is what the dragon human was wearing.
Silver.
Right.
Maybe they're melting down the silver to make the armor.
Oh.
Discussing silver, well, Amina, I was going to ask if you had any silvering solution, because I need some silver cobwebs for something I'm working on.
I do. Well, I can relatively easily make some. I'm working on a few different formulae, some applied to glass to help mirror, but also I'm applying some things to glass that can help capture images on the glass when exposed to light. I'm still working on that one, but I can absolutely get you some silvering solutions.
Question.
Nell, yes.
Starmore, do you know anything about these weird cards with the pictures on them?
Tarot cards, of course.
Yeah. This one says tower. What's that mean?
A tower? Ooh, it's not a good one at
good.
all. Well, let's have a little look. I have a set here. Now, the tower does represent, well, it could represent a building, or it could represent a dwelling, or it could be a house, or it could be a town. It could represent an entire city. But as you look at the darkness around it, it shows that it is being destroyed, normally by some kind of evil presence. Now, some people see this as a political change, but I think this possibly is a more literal change, that there is darkness wishing to surround and destroy us, which would make sense with your recent travels.
Okay.
I mean, we all drew a tarot card, Quasimodo, but should we ask you individually later?
Well, anyone that is are curious, I can tell you what they might mean in your certain situation.
I've got a question then about the card I drew.
Yes.
So, I was the last to draw. It was just me and him, the head of the Midnight Crows. And my choice ended up in him dying. I reckon that puts me in a position of making a claim on his guild. And I drew the Emperor card.
The Emperor card. That's very
Feels like fate has come to pass.
Feels like a boss card.
King of, what traders are you talking about here? King of traders, or are you talking about King of thieves, John?
No full staff means Midnight Crows are leaderless. Perhaps.
Well, it is a mantle that is up to you whether you want to take on or not. It is obviously, if we could say that we have someone from the tower in our friendship who is also, would you be... I do not wish you to fall into an evil way, John, but I could possibly see my way of you being on the inside.
I think having a man on the inside, an honest man, might be to everyone's advantage. Wouldn't you all agree?
I think so.
Yes.
I'd agree if I understood what you were implying.
Nell, you're from another group, aren't you, which possibly you have splintered away from?
Oh, yeah. I haven't exactly given my notice of resignation, but I mean, I haven't reported back in a while either, so...
Well, I mean, could you both work together upon this?
I mean, that sounds great. I think a new enterprise is in need in Threatlore.
Yes, I think two eyes are better than one, so
I agree.
if you're willing to do that, and Nell is between employment, as I say, perhaps maybe a fresh take and a young face may help you, John.
I think so, and perhaps Arthur Terry and maybe the captain here would be interested.
Yes, the captain. How about you, sir?
Happy to help.
Oh, that is great. Maybe you can create a triangle of, a distribution and ears to the ground.
I think we have an accord.
Well, I'm going to wish you goodbye for the moment, and I
Okay.
hope to see you all again, all very soon.
Till next time, I've lost a week and I feel I have lost time to make up for
Well
it.
done, and congratulations on finishing your quest. This is the end for now, but join us again for more thrilling adventures with the Storymaster's Tale.
I think that was the most expensive mission for the least amount of money.